It was a year of growth for me. I've been there. I've walked the journey. So I want to talk about, because I want to say that not everybody is meant to be a business people. Some people were meant to. That's why we have accountants, we have CEOs, we have marketing managers, we have cleaners, we have homemakers, we have a lot of things. You will not be happy, you will not shine, you will be sad, you'll be stressed all the time. Hello, Peppers and Glow. My name is Pamela and I am your host. I'm thrilled to start this new season with you. I know I didn't close off my last season. However, I'm here to close off the last year's to close off the last season and begin a new season in this episode. So, as we are stepping into the new season, I am thrilled. I'm thrilled to start this new season with you, whether you have been here from day one or you're tuning in for the first time on the podcast, because this episode is all about reflection, restart, and stepping into the future with intention. As we step into the new season, I would like to take a moment to reflect on the last year with the lessons, the challenge, and the moments of growth. I also would like to share a little bit more why I started the podcast and why I named the podcast Peppers and Glow. So last year was a year of growth. It was a year of growth for me. Let me quickly define the term growth. It says it's a process of increasing in size. Yeah, yes, in as much as growth is a process of increasing in size, growth, in the process of growth or increasing in size, there are a lot of tears, there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of disappointment, hurt, and there's a lot of things that goes in for something to grow. So that's what I've experienced in the whole year of last year. But overall, there was growth. That's why I say that 2024 for me was a year of growth. And just keep in mind that growth comes with everything else that I've mentioned, and everything else that I've mentioned, and even more. I believe I went through it. That's why I am at the point that I am right now. Yeah, but I'm excited for everything that I went through. I'm grateful. Is grateful the right word? I don't think so. I am happy. No, I can't say I'm happy. I'm glad I can't say I'm glad. It's something that I had to go through for me to be where I am today. I would not change a thing. Yeah, maybe change a thing or two, but I'm happy I went through it because it has brought me to who I am, or the person that I am right now. Hence why overall in the end it comes down to it was a year of growth. So as it was a year of growth, it has really aligned me to my purpose, and also it has brought resilience in me. And one of the biggest lessons I've learned, not the only, but one of the biggest lessons that I've learned, and I really had to analyze myself, was that it's not that deep. It's not that deep. Yeah, let me give you a practical example. I'm somebody I'm not OCD. I'm also not a perfectionist. I like to think, but I'm that person when I am doing something, I like it to be perfect in a way that I'm pleased with the work that I put out there. I am happy with what I put out there. When I create reels, for example, for my weddings, I literally go over and over and over and over my reels. Not before I post it, I'll go over and over and over and I'll be like trying to edit and trying to make sure that it's perfect, and I'll be so like in my head worried and be like, I don't like something, is just not right. It's either the song or just something that is not right. However, once I share it with a friend or something, they're like, "Bam, the reel is perfect, it looks good." But in my head I'm like, is it really that good? But it's just something that I really needed to analyze myself and see where it came from. Yeah, which I did. I started journaling a few days ago. So I'm really getting in touch with things that I don't even know. I didn't even know existed in me. So it's a journey. It's a topic. It's an episode that we'll talk about in the near future. However, I just needed to and tell myself that it's not that deep, man. It's just a reel. Create the reel. Sometimes I wouldn't even post pictures or post something on my Instagram or my social media business pages just because I don't think it's good. It's worthy putting it out there. You understand? In as much as I'm trying to build a brand, I still need to put my work out there. And if I don't put my work out there, I remember years back, I had a friend who was like, Pam, even if it's a rose petal, just post. In my mind, I'm like, and already not only that, putting the fact that I'm somebody who doesn't really like posting on social media. And with that as well, I was like, I don't know. So I'm really getting in tune with why I'm like that. And I'm getting close. I am getting there. I think I've realized it, but I just need to really overcome, which I'm busy journaling right now, something that I'm busy doing. I started journaling this year. So I've been wanting to journal for the longest, but I keep putting it off. But I was like, this year, I'm gonna journal. I started this month of February actually. I started journaling. So, and it's helping, but it's a topic for another day, like I've said. So that's one of the things that I've learned last year. And I remember watching a video by VT, Vusi Tembekwayo, and he was like, just post, record a video or do whatever and just post. It's not that deep. It is not that deep. But through it all, yeah, with all and other challenges and lessons that I've learned as well, is that it's not that deep. Yeah, I know it might seem easy or simple to some people, but for me, it's something that I really, really, really needed to learn. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Taking in clients that I don't want to take. I heard a creator talk about this earlier on. It's something that I started practicing this year, but also it's not that deep, Pam. It's not that deep. Just do what you've got to do. Give your best. Give your all. And give your best, and it will all work out. Don't overthink. Don't think too much about it. Put yourself out there, and it's not that deep. So that's one of the lessons that I've learned last year. I learned quite a few. However, I just thought that one stood out for me because it's something that I need to put into practice, something that I need to really overcome, something that I really need to let go of. Yeah, I'm smiling because it's one of my themes this year. There's a book, or there's one of my favorite podcasters, Mel Robbins. She has a book, yeah, the Let Them Theory. I'm gonna get my book on Sunday. I was at Exclusive Namibia, and they said they'll have it at least by Sunday, so I should go make a turn to get myself a book and read it through. So that I can better understand her theory, because now I'm just hearing about it. I had the podcast about her being interviewed about the book. However, it will also be nice for me to read the book. So that's one of my themes logo. No, one off. I say one off because in the beginning of the year, I thought that was gonna be my slogan, but however, God was like, there's something else for you in store, which is kind of personal. I can't share, but maybe in due time I will share. But for now, I feel like I need to first understand and nourish on what it means for me in order for me to share. Yeah, okay, but we'll get them. So, but I'm excited for the book, and I'm also excited that I had to come to that realization that it's not that deep. It is not that deep, Pam. Just give your best, give your all, and the rest will fall into place with God's grace. And also, with that, me thinking it's always deep, or thinking or overthinking, that won't align with my purpose, because then I would overthink. Sometimes I would. Let me give you another example as well. Yeah, sometimes I really want to record the podcast because I don't have a studio. I'm looking at the studio. I'm thinking, where will I interview the people? Should I invite the people to come to my house so that I can interview them? Or how do I go about literally interviewing or recording the podcast. You know what? And I was like, with the VT thing that keeps playing in my mind over and over, just post, record and just post. Yeah, record and just post. It's not that deep, fam. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get a space and I'm gonna interview my guest, and I'm gonna do solo episodes sometimes, and I'm just gonna record, get the camera, get the mic, get what I need to get, and record. And I'm gonna record, edit, and I'm gonna post. It's not that deep. Yeah, I don't need to have a beautiful setting, because what matters is what I put out there. Yeah, I think. But still, in the back of my mind, I should still get a studio. I should still get a studio, because really what matters is putting why did I start the podcast? Why am I recording? Is the purpose in that? I always try to think like that whenever I post and things like that. But sometimes I now that I'm journaling, I'm trying to go deeper, and like, I think there's something underneath there. It's not just if there is purpose for me to post, or why am I posting. And also, I am grateful for all the highs, the lows that I went through the year of 2024, last season. I'm really grateful, because it wouldn't have brought me to where I am today, or make me the person that I am, or even gain the characters and understanding that I have at this moment. Even sometimes even I can even add foundations that I have gained through last year, so that I can use it into my business in the future, so that I can use it in my purpose in the future, so that I can use it in life, or in my marriage, or in my friendships. I've learned a lot, and I'm glad I'm glad, because it has made me to be the person that I am today. Because I don't think I am the same as I was last year. I don't think so. I think we've moved further, if not one step, we've moved at least, 5 steps further, which I'm grateful for. I mean, as long as I'm not going back, I'm okay. And this new chapter, a new season, I am ready to serve you. I am ready for us to glow. I am ready for us to align our purpose, so that we can glow. So why I started the podcast? I started the podcast. I have 2 reasons. Yeah. Let me give you the first one. The first one is kind of personal. It's kind of personal, because it's more about me coming out of my shell. Yeah. I'm somebody that is very, I can't say, how do I put it? I'm somebody who's very reserved. Yeah. Not very. I don't think I'm very, but I'm not very reserved, but I am reserved. I'm somebody who's reserved, and throughout my years of growing up, because of things that I went through in my childhood, it has made me somebody to be very reserved and quiet. And I would even say timid. Is it the word timid? I think so. Timid, because it has really made me to not, because you're quiet, you're most of the time quiet in a lot of conversation. You don't really know how to articulate yourself proper. You don't even know how to articulate your feelings, how to express exactly what you feel, or how to just speak, because you're most of the time quiet and you speak a lot in your mind, which I think the overthinking came from there. But you are a lot in your mind and hardly speaking. So I'm like, you know what? Let me kind of start a podcast, so that I can speak, improve my articulation, how to communicate with people. So I was like, what better way to do it than a podcast? And journaling as well is quite helping as well. And the other reason why I still wanted to start the podcast is because I saw the need. Yeah, I wanted to create a space where we can talk about real stuff. Yeah, real stuff in terms of those that are planning their weddings. I want to talk about what's the journey like. Yeah, planning your wedding, preparing for the big day. What is it like? Was it what is it like on your way to the altar? I want to talk about real stuff. I want to not only me, but my guest and I want to talk about what people go through mentally to go to the altar. Yeah, the journey to the altar, planning your wedding. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about the journey and the health awareness that is in starting a business, running a business. You know, what is it like to own a business? A platform just for us to share, talk about real stuff. My guest and I plan on having authentic conversation, real stuff with my guest that I plan on having on this podcast, because I've been there. I've walked the journey. So I want to talk about, because I want to talk about something that I went through. So it's going to be, we're going to talk about weddings, we're going to talk about business, we're going to talk about the mental health that involves wedding and business. Yeah, because I'm a wedding planner and I'm also a business owner. So I want to talk about that with my guests. So I thought, what better way to do it than a podcast? So it's a platform or a space for us to share authentic conversations on the journey and the mental health that one needs to have in order to plan a successful wedding or to run a successful business. So yeah, my idea is to talk about everything business related, everything wedding related with my guest. I'm gonna have guests on. I'm excited. I have a lineup and I have a few interviews coming up, so I'm excited because I really want to create a space, because which is something that I always wanted to have, something that will help the young people, the women or the couples that are planning their wedding, or the business owners or business people that are in business. Sometimes you might have a business but you don't know, or you don't know who to relate to, you know. So on this podcast, we're going to talk about things that we can all resonate with, something that topics that we can all resonate with. And if you have a topic that you would like us to talk about in terms of business and wedding planning and the mental well-being around that, please let us know in the description box. We will gladly look into it and see if we can get a guest so that we can have an authentic conversation. Basically, I want to have guests where we'll have a conversation. So you guys will be joining us in this conversation that I'll be having with my guests, so that we can talk about it, because it's something that I've been through. I've journeyed that journey. I've been on the, yeah, English. I've something that it's a journey that I've been on. So I at least have a thing or two to talk about. Yeah. I think that's fair for me to talk about business and weddings. There are a few other things, but I feel like the two would make better sense. And also talk about faith, but in terms of, not in terms of preaching, but faith, because it's who I am. You'll hear in a lot of conversations as well that I have, because that's my core value of life. Yeah, because all my decisions are come from the core value of that I am a Christian. Yeah, so we'll talk about faith here and there as well. I started this podcast because I believe everybody has a purpose in life. Yeah, no matter what walk, wherever, what you've been through, what you've faced, what you've been through, where you are right now, whether you like where you are right now or you don't like the walk that you're currently walk, I believe we all have a purpose. So it's a space for us to discover our purpose. Yeah, for the light within us to shine, whatever walk you are walking right now. So we are all going to discover our purpose so that the light in us can shine. Yeah. But with that said, it's like I'm giving away why I named it Purpose and Glow. So I named it Purpose because I believe we all have purpose in life. I believe we all have a purpose in life. That I can never stress enough. Many a times people look at others living their purposeful life or walking in their purposeful life, and then they want to leave somebody else's purpose. Yeah. So we're going to discover on this channel our purpose. But I just want to say that we all have a purpose. We just need to discover what that purpose is. Not everybody is meant to be an entrepreneur. Not everybody is meant to be a business person. Not everybody is meant to be a CEO. Not everybody is meant to be a housewife, a homemaker. We all have our different purpose, and all those purpose work together for the greater good. But we just need to discover what our purpose is so that we can walk in that purpose, so that we can walk in the purpose that was meant for us. Sometimes I say this because sometimes people look at entrepreneurs, yeah, or business people, and they be like, I also want to be a business person. I see business owners, you know, business owners doing what they want to do. I also want to be called businesswoman of the year, that business people to also look at me, create a name for yourself. Nothing wrong with that. But if that is not your purpose, I tell you, you would do whatever you need to do, come this side of the business and be like, this is not meant for me. You will not be happy. You will not shine. You will be sad. You'll be stressed all the time. That's why I say business is not for everybody. Just like being a corporate girl or corporate, or being in corporate is also not for everybody. Yeah. I want to say that not everybody is meant to be a business people. Some people were meant to be corporate people. Some people were meant to be accountants. That's why we have accountants, we have CEOs, we have marketing managers, we have cleaners, we have homemakers, we have a lot of things. It's not because we have to look down upon those that are cleaning because you're a CEO. That is purpose. Maybe that's what your purpose is, to be a cleaner. Sometimes you own the business. Sometimes you own or shares in the business. That's why you are cleaning. I'm just saying, and not only not sometimes not that, but not all of us are meant to be at the same level. We all can be engineers. We all can be wedding planners. We all can be business people or corporate people also. We all can't be that. So everybody has purpose in their life. We just need to find and discover what our purpose is in life. With that said, I'll not give an example of being for example, you are a cashier. Yeah, you are a cashier at a retail store, and your goal, your dream is to be a business owner. I would say give 100% of yourself in that what you're doing, being a cashier. Give 100% so that you can learn the skills, so that you can learn the foundation, so that you can learn the skills that you need in order for you to come and run your business. For example, one of the skills that you could learn is time management. You know, when you are working, you need to go in a certain time. With that, you create that habit or skill in you to be on time, so that when you start your business, you will show up. You will be there on time. You will give in the hours that are required. In as much as business owners run their work at their own pace or at time, you still need to clock in and work. You still need to clock in and work because you've been hired by a client to provide for them service. Yeah, it will be good to have that skill for you to, for that skill of clocking in at work, saying, okay, you know what, 9 to 5 o'clock, I'm going to work. And you're going to give your all, you're going to give your, because you still need to give service to them. In as much, and you say some people, sometime, depending on the time, the only difference with business owners is they choose their time to work in. And then the corporate people have a set time. That's how I like to look at it. Yeah, that's one of the skills that you could learn. One of the skills that you could learn as well is that working under somebody. That's a skill that I believe every business person should have. That is service. Yeah, I believe every business person should have the skill of service, of working under somebody, because you're going to be hired by your clients, right? Your clients are going to hire you, so they're going to be your boss at that time, depending on the service that you are rendering, depending on the service that you're rendering. So you're going to work under them. So it will be good to learn that skill to work and report to somebody. In as much in your business, you don't really report to somebody, but you still need to give feedback. You still need to report to your clients. So you learn such things. And if you're somebody, I'm not saying this that all business people need to work in order for them to start a business, because not everybody is built the same. Purposes are not the same, journeys and the walks in life are not the same. But I believe it's something that is a skill that one needs to have in order for you to get somewhere. So it will be good. There are a lot of other skills that one could learn from the job that you're currently doing, or that cashier job that you're doing. You could learn how to count money as well. You could be accurate, plan. That's also a skill that you could learn, so that when you are in your business, you know. See, you are learning a lot of things in that position that you are in, so that it can help you a lot in your business. So give 100%, give your all, so that you can learn the skills, learn whatever you need to learn, so that you can thrive when you start your own business. Don't be like, every time drag. Give yourself, give 100% yourself at that job, and you will thrive. Trust me. So that's why I named it Purpose and Glow. Purpose, because everybody has a purpose. Everyone has a purpose in life. And with that, now that you are thriving, and trust me, sometimes in the job that you are also at, you would meet people that would help you. Yeah, I remember some people, I know of people, or even myself, yeah, businesses where I started a few years ago but didn't work out, businesses that I was in a few years ago but however didn't work out or is still working out, is helping me in my other businesses. You understand? But I needed to start that business. I needed to have that business in order for me to meet the people to come and help me in this business. I'm not sure if I'm making sense. So if I had not started this business, I wouldn't have met those people for me to help me or to associate myself with them in this business that I'm running. Do you understand? So give 100% yourself, because you don't know who you might meet, and also just give 100% of yourself so that you give your best, so that you can learn the skill. And also, it's your job. You have to give 100%. If you cannot give 100% in the job that you are in right now, what are the chances that you'll give yourself what are the chances that you'll give 100% of yourself in the business that you are going to start? So it's a win-win situation when you give yourself and trust the process. So why not name the podcast Purpose and Glow? That's why together those words represent what the podcast is all about. So like I said, everyone has a purpose. I believe everybody has a purpose. Everyone has a purpose in life. And if you are working towards your purpose, or you are walking in your purpose, or you already found your purpose, yeah, the glow will inevitably come, because you are doing what you are meant to do. The glow would come, the shine will come. And the shine that I'm talking about is the shine from within. Shine that is not from people, or is not about people. It's a walk, it's a shine that is from within, the shine that comes from the Spirit of God, the shine that comes from within that no light can dim. It will come. You just need to find the purpose. You just need to walk in purpose, and the glow will inevitably come. That's why I named it Purpose and Glow. Everyone has a purpose in life. They just need to learn to discover, walk in their purpose. And once they've learned or discovered or walking in their purpose, the glow will inevitably come. That's why the podcast is named Purpose and Glow. I didn't just want to name it something wedding related, because I just don't want to talk about weddings. In as much as I'm a wedding planner, I love my job. I enjoy and I love my job. It's not just about weddings. I just don't want to talk about weddings, because I would have named it Weddings and Glow. But I was like, I think I want to talk about more than just weddings on my podcast. So what should I name it? How should I go about naming it? When I came to that name, it just made sense. That's why I was like, you know what? Purpose and Glow, because we all have purpose. So this season is all about growth and connection. I say growth because, I mean, in as much as growth, there's pain, there's everything that comes with growth. Growth is good. Growth is good. That is why this season I still want to grow and I want to connect. Like I've said, I want to have authentic conversations. I want to have authentic conversations with my guests that is connecting with people, not just being in my thoughts, not just being in my mind, or just being around people that I know, but just have a conversation. And probably this could also be a conversation starter with the people that I meet out there. You understand? Because when you meet me out there, I'm all about doing what I'm supposed to do and I leave. So maybe if you meet me out there, the podcast could be a conversation starter. So you see, that's why I'm connecting. It's connection, growth and connection. That is what this season is all about. Yeah, we'll dive deeper in the conversations of in the topics that we'll have beautiful topics that has to do with weddings, mental well-being, business, and the mental well-being of being a business owner, and a touch of faith as well. We will be focusing more on having guests, yeah, collaborating with guests. I can't wait to share my conversations with my guests with all of you. I can't wait to step into this new season with you. Your support means a lot to me. As we begin this journey, I'd like to live this with you. No matter what you have been through, what you have faced, what walk you have been through, every day is a chance to realign with your purpose and let your light shine. Let us step into this new year with intention so that the light can shine in us. If this episode has spoken to you, please leave a review or a comment in the description box and share this with your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can see what we are up to next. Until next time, stay purposeful, stay shining. Ciao, ciao.